Up next on The Big Show,
Marcus Smart has been teed up.
A season gone awry in Stillwater.
I didn't sleep very much last night thinking about it.
And a suspension for Marcus Smart.
I don't care what he said.
What it means for the Cowboys and the reaction coming out of Lubbock, Texas.
What in the world?
Even Kevin Durant weighs in on Marcus Smart.
You should show the guys some grace.
Just minutes after torching the Knicks.
Over Anthony Durant to three.
Another record-setting day for KD, and it is next on The Big Show right now. Hey everybody, welcome into The Big Show. I'm Sports Director Brian Keating alongside Abigail Ogle. What a weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the story in Stillwater that's really been a story around the country. Marcus Smart suspended by the Big 12. 3 games he'll miss for the Cowboys after pushing a fan in Lubbock, Texas. That was all announced this afternoon after Smart got face-to-face with Red Raider fan Jeff Orr.
You know, Brian, Jeff Orr's life changed overnight. He was trending on Twitter. We found videos of him taunting fans dating back a couple years, so he has done that before. But interestingly, he was named Texas Tech's #1 fan in a video that Tech posted on YouTube. He definitely wasn't Marcus Smart's #1 fan last night.
Now, he's acted childish before, but, you know, you can't do that kind of thing. Here is Marcus Smart, very apologetic today at a press conference this afternoon.
You know, I just want to say truly apologize to those that are very important to me. I feel like I let my teammates down. These guys mean a lot to me, and not to be able to be out there with them is a big, it hits me in my heart.
Marcus Smart today. The reaction out of Lubbock, Texas, from Texas Tech fan Jeff Orr. He says he called Smart, quote, a piece of crap. Here's some video. If you can hear it, you got to pay attention, but listen. Yeah, it's kind of tough to hear that. It's right on the floor in front of the collision, but that's what he says. He said, and you can't really tell from that angle.
Well, and we got that video from Texas Tech. They also released a statement from Texas Tech, this on the same email, on the denial from Mr. Orr. He vehemently denied the accusation that he used a racial slur, and no one in the vicinity of Mr. Orr heard a slur. He voluntarily agreed not to attend a Texas Tech basketball game, home or away, for the rest of the season. Still, head coach Travis Ford was asked what the fans said. He said he wasn't going to get into it, but the head coach did have a message for Cowboy Nation.
I ask, you know, all the fans, the Oklahoma State fans, the Cowboy fans, fans around the country, to hopefully accept his apology, understand that Marcus is a young man who made a serious mistake, but he's a young man that has a great heart.
So the next 3 ball games that he will miss for OSU: at Texas, at Baylor, and then Oklahoma and Stillwater. And hey, Marcus Smart came back to school. Never envisioned that we'd be sitting here today. The Cowboys right in the middle of 4 straight losses. They are tied for 7th in the Big 12 Conference, and now they got to play a little bit without their best player.
Brian, it's ironic that Marcus's first game back with the Cowboys will be against Texas Tech. But dating back to this time last year, many thought he'd be the #1 overall draft pick, at least in the top 3, if not the #1. The mighty have fallen. But I will say, if we know anything about Marcus Smart to be true, it's that he'll probably come back better than ever.
Well, that's what head coach Travis Ford said. Athletic director Mike Holder sort of said the same thing about the future of his All-American point guard.
Yeah, he made a mistake, but let's not crucify him for it. It's an opportunity for all of us to learn. What are you supposed to do at college? I mean, that's where we're supposed to learn. We're supposed to grow as individuals. That's where we're supposed to make a difference in young people's lives. That's where dreams are supposed to come true. Does that mean that every day is bright and shiny? No. It's about learning how to deal with adversity and hardship.
He's got it coming. More on Marcus Smart later in the show. Next, though, Kevin Durant does it again. Thunder put the smackdown on the Knicks.
Smackdown.
Yeah, it's next on The Big Show. Welcome back tonight. That Kevin Durant fella is he's something else, isn't
Who's
he?
that?
Started the day with 17 straight ball games, at least 25 points, at least 4 assists. It was the longest streak since 1972. And hey, Kevin Durant wasn't exactly in the mood to stop doing all that stuff. Thunder Knicks today. You saw that right here on Channel 5. How about the defense? Serge Ibaka, the only block of the game, and KD on the move. He can finish. Thunder lead it early at that point, and this has been automatic lately. Wing, triple, Kevin, yeah. Thunder up one after one. Had it all working today. The dish to Serge, one of his 9 assists. Serge with the dunk.
Serge was 8 of 11 today.
Hey, he finished with 16 points, 9 boards. Thunder up 5 at halftime. Knicks, Carmelo kept it competitive. Had 15, second leading scorer in the league.
He was 5 of 19,
Yeah,
though.
it's
How
not
about
very
that Thunder
good.
defense?
3-point game going to the fourth. Kevin ends it. Scored 41 points, 10 boards, 9 big assists. Thunder went at 112-100. That is 13 wins in 15 games.
Just wanted to come out and be aggressive, defensively and offensively. I think the pace was pretty good in the third, and we were able to move the ball.
They got a big-time player in Carmelo, and they got a roller in Tyson that really presents a lot of problems defensively, so they challenged us in that area, but I thought we did a good job of competing in that second half.
Kevin Durant, almost a triple-double for
A dime
Kevin
away.
Durant. Proving, hey, there's nothing the guy really can't do.
Yeah, KD finished with 41 points. He's been over the 40-point mark for the 7th time this season. Okay, Brian, listen to this. Durant has more 40-point-plus games in his last 13 games than anyone else has in the league all season. He's had 4 in the past 13 games, and he almost snagged his 3rd triple-double of the season. One assist away. One assist away, and then Scott Brooks called him over and he took him out of the game. Come on, Scotty. What a bully.
KD and Brooks had a conversation over there by the bench, and there goes KD out of the ball game. And still, it was only the 16th time since 1985 that someone scored 41 with 10 boards and 9 assists.
It'd been cool to stay in, but whatever. We won the basketball game. That's all that matters. No doubt it'd have been cool to get that, but at the same time, it's all about the W.
Playing as if he's trying to be the best player in the world, and right now at this time he's displaying that. So, it's great to have him at his highest level. I don't even know if this is as great as he can be, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
He's a special player.
Pretty scary for his opponents. Brian, it feels like every time KD plays a game, we have some crazy stat. Like, it's been since 1985. It's been since 1972. He's breaking history.
He is. His players and his teammates, they seem, bored is not the right word, but they're used to seeing it on a nightly basis that they don't even get amazed anymore. I sit there and I'm amazed.
I hope fans realize what we're witnessing and how lucky we are to be watching this right before our eyes.
It's unbelievable. 2 games before the All-Star break. Blazers and Lakers. Pretty good chance to go at least 1-1. Got a good chance to go 2-0. Thunder schedule up until the All-Star break this next weekend. All right, up next on the Big Show, we have a jam-packed Big Five. It's been a wild week. Kevin Durant defends Marcus Smart, and the Sooners hoops, they are rolling. It is next on the Big Show. Welcome back to the Big Show tonight. I'm ahead of myself.
We're ready for Pick 5.
I know, Pick 5 time. Brian Keating, Abigail Ogle. We have a ton to talk about. Of course, the biggest story of the weekend, Marcus Smart.
This is not how I condone myself. This is not how this program is ran. This is not how I was raised. I let my emotions get the best of me. Just can't let that happen again.
All right, Abigail, what is the word? Pick one. Marcus Smart's 3-game suspension was blank.
3-game suspension was unexpectedly fair. Most people thought it would be at least a 5-game suspension, if not kicked off the team. Many thought, me included, that the NCAA, the Big 12, OSU would maybe make an example of Marcus Smart. 3 games is fair. He was provoked, but I saw a great statement on this. It said Smart should be punished, yes, but not condemned. He made a mistake.
He did make a mistake.
Unexpectedly fair.
I thought it was acceptable, and I'm one who would have given him a 5-game suspension. I'm okay with 3, though, and so I think it's acceptable. You know what? I don't care what the guy said. You can't do that. Maybe that's not fair, but you have to hold yourself. You have to keep it together. He knows he has to do that. I think the Big 12 needed to make it crystal clear with him. They did that. But I think fans in general, and that Tech fan said he's not going to go to any more games.
Right.
There needs to be punishment on that end. He may need to be banned forever.
If players can get in trouble, then fans should be in trouble too.
Yep.
And I disagree. I think it does matter what the fans said, because that's not cool. I mean,
It isn't cool.
It's not
You
fair.
you
I
can't
know,
do
but
that.
rules are rules.
You can't do that. All right. Cowboys have lost 4 in a row. They've lost 5 of 6, and all of a sudden they're in danger of missing the tournament.
And while he is out, it's a great opportunity for this team to rally around each other. And some guys who maybe have been playing quite as much to get an opportunity to prove themselves a little bit.
Hey, they got an uphill battle. They are on the bubble. There is no question. So pick 2. OSU's chances to make the NCAA tournament are blank.
They're not as unlikely as you'd think. The chances are better than you think. Don't give me that face. Okay.
What's the word?
What's the word? They're better than you'd think. If they
Okay,
go
all right.
0-3 without Marcus, but the committee, I think they will judge them on a whole, so they could overlook a bad loss without Marcus. I don't think they're automatically disqualified from the tournament because Marcus Smart's out.
No, they're 4-6 in the Big 12 with him. They have no
he
depth
hasn't
at
been
this
playing
point.
well.
They have no size. They still have to play at Texas, Oklahoma, at Baylor. They have Kansas, Kansas State, and Iowa State.
Who will be their point guard?
I don't know. I mean, that's the point. How many of those are wins? I mean, here's the thing. They're 4-6 with their best player. Now they have to go play 3 without him. I don't know how many of those. Their best chance to win might be against Oklahoma at home in Stillwater, because OU's not that big, and in Gallagher-Iba, there's a chance they can get up for that ball game. But how many of those are they going to win? I'd love to be wrong about this team. I'd love to see them go win in Austin this week and win at Baylor. I just don't believe that's going to happen.
But when you say they're
Slim and none.
when you say they're without their best player, I think Markel Brown and LeBrian Nash have been playing better than Marcus Smart, and they are still out there.
He's their best player.
He's their best player,
He's their
but
best
who's
player.
playing the best right now?
They don't have enough-
still have him.
You're right. All right.
You're right. You've never said that to me before, I don't think.
Because you haven't been right.
Whatever.
All right. Everybody has an opinion. Kevin Durant, he was asked about Marcus Smart.
Words do hurt, and some things should be kept to yourselves, but that's the name of the game. Like I said, Marcus Smart is a good kid. We should all just love on him and show him some grace and move past him. And I'm not sure I would have reacted any different.
Very interesting take today after the game. So pick 3. Durant's reaction to the Smart outburst was blank.
His reaction to the Smart outburst was exactly why we love Kevin Durant. He's so forgiving, and he's been there. He's sticking out for a young kid who clearly made a mistake. And in my opinion, it's typical Kevin Durant. He said, show him some grace. He made a mistake, and Kevin's done it too. He's never pushed
he
a
hadn't done
fan.
that. No, but I mean,
he's
I understand.
made a mistake.
Hey, look, I understand what Kevin was doing. I think he was being protective. Do I think he would go out there and push a fan? No, I don't think he would do that. But I think he was trying to protect Marcus Smart in some way as a young kid who's, maybe Kevin sees himself, the pressure at an early age and the situation that he's thrust into. They know each other from Team USA and all those things. Protective. But no, I mean, Kevin wasn't doing that, right?
No.
No.
Well, he did say he has played in Lubbock, and he said it's a crazy
is.
place to play, and they say some some not nice things to you,
All right.
and so
Let's move on. How about talk about something
I'm
happier, all right?
tired
Speaking of the Thunder, hey, 17-7 without Russell, and he's coming back after the All-Star break.
And when he reaches all of them, we will put him on the court. But he's coming along. He's had some good work the last few days. We do have a break coming up. He's going to get some more work sometime after the break.
All right, pick 4. Blank will happen when Westbrook returns.
the stars will align when Westbrook returns. They have been nearly unstoppable, and when one of the best, if not the best, point guard comes back, the stars will align, the pieces will come together. Reggie goes back to sixth man, his bread and butter. All the stars will align. I'm not saying it'll be a flawless transition at all.
To form what?
What?
The stars.
The stars will align to form an NBA title ring.
Okay, wow. That's going. Hey, I like that, though. When
Thank
Westbrook
you.
comes back, the Thunder go back to being warp speed. And that's what I'm looking forward to, warp speed. Fastest man in the NBA is coming back.
Turbo Russ.
Yeah, they've become a lot more efficient offensively in the half court. That Kevin and Ibaka thing they've got going there is pretty good.
Great chemistry.
But Russell, fastest guy in the league. I cannot wait. I say it all the time. He's my favorite person to watch.
Stars will align.
Stars will align. All right. Sooner hoops. They've been playing great.
And no one even knows it. They're just flying.
Well, no, yeah. 7-4 in the Big 12. They're in third all by themselves.
And maybe still some work to do for Oklahoma. There's a lot of season left, but this is a team that has gotten better and better as this season has gone on. Impressive win, another one for the Sooners.
They beat Baylor on Saturday, so what's the word? Pick 5 Sooners have been blank this season.
They have been launderful.
Launderful.
A playoff of wonderful. Launderful. Lon Kruger doesn't really have any big future NBA stars on that team. He has some good college players who are well coached, very disciplined. They play fundamental, sound basketball. Brian, while we've been so focused on OSU and Thunder, Lon and the Sooners have just been sailing right along.
Yeah,
Smooth sailing.
You're right, and that's why I call them under the radar. And I think you're right on the money when you say they don't have a star that's probably going to play in the league. They got some guys kind of fringy on that situation, but hey, they got a bunch of good college players, and when they shoot the lights out of it like they did on Saturday, they're really tough to beat. They're one of the best offensive teams in the country. They're under the radar. Hey, look out in March, no question. All right, don't go away. Who is winning the internet? It's the best part of the night, right? We'll call it the bummer in Sochi. Who is winning the internet? Sochi problems. They've been prevalent.
Oh, they've been all over. The toilets, obviously. Culture is a little different there than what we're used to. Look at what the sign says. It says put the toilet paper in the trash can. And double toilets. Oh my gosh.
Can you?
You can really get to know your competitors that way. It says toilets have become kind of a running joke. The Olympic rings, they got a makeover there, as you see.
Yeah. Potty problem.
Have a good night, everybody. On that note.